Hello everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome back once again to my F1 22 career mode. We are at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. This is Season 2, Round 12, and we have got just 5 races left of this Season 2 campaign, and my goal still remains to grab that first victory. We came close in Spa, and we were only a couple of seconds off of it. But unfortunately, some upgrades from the top teams, as well as some failed upgrades from us, thank you very much, that basically means that here we may find ourselves slightly on the back foot, so it may be a more difficult weekend, but I'm not gonna say that we're gonna be in trouble, but I am gonna remain positive and try and take the best what I can from this weekend. And so far, I've got to say, this lap appears to be very underwhelming. We just don't seem to have anywhere near the pace we want. We're a tenth off of Lance Stroll there in the middle sector, which is not a place we want to be at all. So I'm pushing hard, and I'm going to try and make something of this last sector. We're heading into the Parabolica now, and I think a good run through here, and that is a very good run, might just save us. So where's it going to be when we cross the line? What time is it? It puts us 14th. So I've had to go out again and try and improve that lap, which I have done by a nice couple attempts, and an even better run through Parabolica, although we ran a bit deeper there, which has cost us time. And we've actually improved by a tenth and a half, but we've improved to 10th place, which for me, I thought would be enough to get us through into Q2. But, down to my own mistake there, it was not enough. We are out at Q1 and starting the Italian Grand Prix P17. Wow. And look how close it is as well.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we could expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of them coming in the form of chicanes, and with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Perez, George Russell and Albon, Hamilton, Magnussen, Oscar Piastri and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Latifi, Lance Stroll and Sainz. They've taken a grid penalty. Joker, Ocon, Sebastian Vettel and Guan Yu Zhou, Drugovich, Ticktum, Mick Schumacher and Max Verstappen completes the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Joker. That was a great podium in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Here we go then. The formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
It's an overcast day here at Monza, and we are lining up on the grid now. On an end of the grid that we really don't want to be. But you know what? I think we can get some points from this. I think we can recover this. So let's stay positive. We got 27 laps ahead of us to improve position. So let's do this then. the Italian Grand Prix. Lando Norris on pole. It's lights out and away we go. Norris gets away well, but I think Sainz has got the better start there. No, Leclerc, sorry, has got the better start there from P2. And Charles Leclerc leads the Italian Grand Prix. Lando Norris, though, trying to get alongside him into turn 1. It's not worked out. Leclerc around the outside into the lead. Alonso slotting into 3rd. And look at this, Alex Albon up into 6th. That's not good for us. Meanwhile, we're watching Oscar Piastri in P10 as he tries to navigate what I think is Pierre Gasly, but nothing comes of it. Right, over to our POV at the start now. It's lights out and away we go. A decent launch, but the second phase of the start, not really that great. Sainz gets a better go. And in fact, coming down the inside there is Esteban Ocon, who's had a rotten season in the Alfa Romeo. No points for him yet, and we're now getting very crowded into turn 1. I've taken avoiding action, but we've lost a place there. We're down to P16, and Stroll now having a go at Sainz, and I'm trying to have a go at both of them. And I tried to take avoiding action, but in doing so, we got past Stroll. Not really the fairest of fair moves, but we're up a place nonetheless. And now I'm going after Sainz in P14. Sainz is now having a go at Esteban Ocon in the Alfa Romeo. And that seemed fairly effortless for Sainz, didn't it? The Ferrari speed, well, just so much quicker than the Alfa Romeo. I'm trying to get towards them. And it's a very, very late dive as Ocon gets held up by Sainz and Tsunoda having a battle. And now we've managed to get through into P14 ahead of Esteban Ocon. That's another place gained. Next up is Yuki Tsunoda. But the problem is now we're in something of a DRS train. Right, George Russell, he wants to improve his position. And he has eyes on the championship leader, Fernando Alonso. Russell round the outside, switching to the inside, but Alonso's got better grip and better traction around the outside. Russell will have to settle. Heading towards the parabolic now, and here comes Russell again. He is not willing to let this go easy. Russell going to try and sweep around the outside. Alonso going in tight, going in defensive, and that's cost him the place. Russell having much better traction and better speed through the corner by going to the outside, but this has given Alonso the DRS back, and Fernando Alonso retakes P3. George Russell having to settle for 4th and getting a bit wobbly under the brakes there. I thought there was a chance he might go into Alonso there. Meanwhile, Hamilton's got issues in the form of Pierre Gasly, and Gasly is being something of a thorn in the side for Lewis Hamilton here. But now Hamilton's going down the inside for the next lap, and I think he might just have this there. Also, we've got Carlos Sainz having a look at Oscar Piastri. And does Hamilton complete the move on Gasly? Yes, he does. And Sainz also getting ahead of our teammate Oscar Piastri for P10. Right, back to our POV now, and we are still no further up the field. Okay, we've got past Tsunoda, but other than that, we're struggling to make our way forward. Again, the DRS train not helping, and we've fallen out of the DRS train just a bit now. So, we're going to need to have a mega lap to get ourselves back into it. But losing touch with that is really costly. And in fact, it does make us vulnerable because Tsunoda's there. It's hard to break a DRS toe round here because it's such a high-speed circuit. Meanwhile, we're watching Max Verstappen, who's trying to make his way back through the field. And that's not how you're going to do that, Max. Verstappen started at the back of the grid. He's tried to make his way forward, but he's spun off there at the second chicane. And he has fallen back once again to stone dead last. So a disaster of a day for Max Verstappen. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get past Latifi in the Alpine. There's just no way through. I'm really stuck here in this DRS train. It's going to have to be something of a mighty move here. Or maybe pit early and try and get the undercut on this group. I know what I'm thinking, but the problem is I don't want to come out and then end up in more traffic and getting stuck yet again. So it's a conflicting decision, but I have decided at the last minute we are going to pit and take on a fresh set of tyres. So having done our pit stop, we are now stone dead last, 5 seconds off Verstappen and 9 seconds off of traffic. So this should give us perhaps 2 or 3 laps to really push and take the maximum we can from these tyres to get ourselves positioned. Meanwhile, what's going on here? This is Zhou Guanyu having a look at, well, defending, sorry, from Mick Schumacher. But why are they all stopping? What happened there? They all just inexplicably slowed down. Right, I'm rewinding now to get a better look. Right, here goes Schumacher down the inside. Both cars just inexplicably slowing right down. What's happening there? I've no idea what's going on, but that's put Verstappen now right onto this bunch as 2 cars pit, and that's gained me time right up to this pack now. And there's a yellow flag and bodywork flying everywhere. I'm now having to dive to get to the outside of the Haas because everyone's going very slowly again. Verstappen especially slow. I think he's pulling off to retire. So Verstappen's taken damage that has wiped him out of the race. Let's ride on board with him. He's trying to go for the Williams. Oh, that is careless. That is careless. He goes across to the pit exit and he smashes into the back of the Haas. That is a rookie mistake from Max Verstappen there. A race full of rookie mistakes, I should say. And yeah, that's Verstappen well and truly out of the race. Meanwhile, we've got Hamilton now trying to fight his way through traffic, having pitted. That's an Alfa Romeo and a Williams, Ticktum and Drugovic. And again, everyone inexplicably slowing right down. And there's me down the left just saying, you know what, you lot can stop on the apex of the corner all you want. I'm passing the lot of you. Goodbye. And that has gained me quite a few positions. How has this worked out in the race though? You know what? My pit stop has worked a treat. Because now we find ourselves ahead of Carlos Sainz, and from P12 or 13 I think we're in P7, but we've got some defending to do. Sainz is having a look, but he's not getting through there. Again, he's now having a look to the outside, and Sainz is actually, he's got me, but I'm going to try and dive down the inside. Late braking, Sainz, well, he just gives that one up, doesn't he? Right, we've now got Lewis Hamilton behind us. I think Sainz clipped Hamilton, who went past Sainz with me, and Sainz took damage from that. I'm not sure what's happened to him. We'll have a look in a minute, but Hamilton going around, trying to get around the outside, but I'm going to go to the inside of the corner. I've given him room round the outside, and Hamilton's still clipping into me, despite the fact that I gave him the room, and he's now got front wing damage too. So Hamilton will be into the pits for sure, and my side pods have taken damage, which means the car will be a bit draggier down the straights, which is not good news. But what is good news is Piastri is closing on Gasly, and it's clear in this race, for whatever reason, our teammate is faster than us. So if Piastri can clear Gasly, I'm going to let him go and give him a chance at holding on to P7 and getting some good points. I'm really struggling now though with that side pod damage. I nearly lose it there going defensive because I put myself on the grass and the car gets so destabilised. Late braking keeps me ahead of Pierre Gasly, but I fear he will have the DRS, and I fear this should be quite easy for Gasly here. But he was actually ahead going into the corner, so that gives me the DRS. But Gasly still with the better momentum down the straight, owing to our side pod damage, which is causing drag. But we're going to go down the outside, brake later, and Gasly is behind again. And Piastri's got, well, he's got cars bothering him behind him, which isn't any good for us. I'm trying to hold on now to this P7, but Gasly again getting through around the curve of Grande. I'm going to brake a bit later, and that's forced the issue there. And we are up now, back into P7, and Piastri's having a look at Gasly, but no way through there. Right, a couple of laps later, Piastri has actually got the job done. So you know what? I'm going to let him go. Play the team game here and try and maximise the points that we can grab, because quite clearly he's quicker than me, and I don't want to cost him points racing me or racing Gasly right behind him, when I can hold Gasly back and let Piastri go and maximise the points. And that's exactly what we've done here. played the team game. Gasly coming at me again, but I defend, albeit very late. I think that was a day late and a dollar short, as Martin Brundle would say, from me there, but we've got that covered. Piastri now 2 seconds up the road, so our plan is working. Piastri's getting a bit of distance, and we are maximising the points as a team. Right now we're watching Fernando Alonso in third place. He's had a spin! The championship leader makes a huge mistake and has spun round. He's going to recover that in P6 for sure, but that is unfortunate for Fernando Alonso. On a day where Charles Leclerc is winning, he does not want to be losing that many points, so a big mistake for the championship leader. And Gasly just does not want to give up, does he? Gasly, determined that he will have the place from me, gets it done at the Parabolica, but I know what I'm doing here, because guess who has DRS now? It's me. Hi, I've got DRS, it's me. That was really bad. Anyway, down the inside of Pierre Gasly, we're going to take the move, and Gasly's fighting us hard, but I forced the issue, and we're now back into that P8. Piastri now 3 seconds down the road, so even if Gasly was to get past me, I dare say he's safe. Meanwhile, this is Alex Albon trying to defend from Sergio Perez. Perez taking P3 away from the Alpine driver, and that's crucial for us in the championship standings, because obviously we're racing Albon and Alpine for 5th. We had, with some really great results, got a bit of a gap, but I tell you, Albon scores very good points here. It is going to eat into it. And here comes Pierre Gasly again. He just does not want to give this up. And we're now going to have to fight back down the inside here. And that's a very late move. And Gasly turns in on us there, letting us know that we are not getting that move back that easy. So we've now got to do it into Ascari. If we can just hook up the two Lesmos better, we might have a chance at getting back past the AlphaTauri. And here we go. We've got a very great run there. That's exactly what we wanted. And now I'm going to go to the outside line. Gasly's covering the inside, and we'll have that done before we even get to the corner. That was a smooth move there. And Gasly losing out. Right, here comes George Russell on Alex Albon. Albon's having a go at Perez first, though. Is Russell going to try and take advantage of this? We're riding on board with him as Albon tries to get the place. Does Albon get the place? Yes, he does. Great run out of the corner. Perez losing out there, and Russell not able to capitalise from that. But Alex Albon on the podium, right, heading into Ascari now. Perez trying to get past the Alpine. He's going to try and go to the outside line. Albon goes in very tight and compromises his exit. And Perez sweeping round with a spectacular move. Here comes George Russell now to add insult to injury to Alex Albon's race. He thought he was fighting for the podium. Now he's fighting just to keep hold of 4th. And look at the grip that Russell's got on the outside. George Russell managing to make that move, complete that move, and now he's got a nice tow from Sergio Perez, and George Russell is about to put his Mercedes on the podium and do what he couldn't do in yesterday's real-life Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Sorry, but I stand with Fernando. 100 podiums and all. But Perez holding on to that P3 as much as Russell's trying to force the issue. So, yeah, this is like Saudi Arabia, actually. Right, final lap. Gasly's down the inside. I couldn't stop him, but I've let him go to try and get a run out of the Lesmos and into Ascari again. But this time, Gasly's, well, he's got a bit further ahead of me. And he did get me down the inside the second chicane. A great move by Gasly. But can we get him? I think we are just a little bit too far back here. Charles Leclerc then wins the Italian Grand Prix. Doing an incredible job. Dominating the race the second he got into the lead. He wasn't seen again. And now I'm trying to catch Gasly. But you know what? We've got one corner left. Gasly has this covered. Even the latest dive bomb couldn't get us ahead of Gasly now. I did try, though. I did try. But it's going to be P9. Piastri P7. A decent team result, but the pace just wasn't there today.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari. So let's review the updated drivers' standings. Our championship leader is still sat at the top
Well,
of the standings.
like I said, we
Rivals
didn't
have
really
made
have the
some
pace
solid ground
throughout that
today.
race, and
Some
I
amazing
really
talent out
struggled
there on track today.
to make the best of
Anthony,
it.
who
But
would you pick
we still
as
recovered
your driver
15th to
today?
9th, so that's 15th still to
They
points.
pushed and
I
found
will
some
take that.
fantastic performance.
But
It
we
was
need
just
to
a
start
pleasure
doing
to watch.
better in
It's
future
time to see how
races.
things are shaping up in the
And
Constructors'
yeah,
Championship.
it's not good enough,
Well,
really.
that certainly was
I
an
do feel
exciting
like we made a
weekend of
decent
Formula
recovery,
One.
but
Be sure to
yeah,
join us
I
for
just
more
couldn't.
exciting Formula One
I
action
couldn't get the pace
soon.
there. I couldn't hook it up. That's my bad. But it's a win for Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris, second place. And, well, that was close in the end, wasn't it? Literally under a second. Norris keeping the pressure on all day. Perez third. Russell fourth. Albon fifth. Alonso sixth. Piastri, Gasly, myself and Latifi rounding out the top 10. So Charles Leclerc undoubtedly will have closed the gap in the championship. As you can see there, it's now 5 points. Sainz now 16 down after a shocking day at the office for him. Verstappen fourth in the standings. He's still got an outside chance now, but I get the feeling this is pretty much between Alonso and the two Ferraris. Verstappen's, well, day of rookie mistakes has really taken him out of contention now. We've got Russell in fifth, then Norris, then Hamilton, then myself. Perez is now closing in on me, though, after that podium. And Albon gaining some good points for Alpine there. And that's going to help close the gap in the Constructors. Well, thank you for watching this instalment of Career Mode. You can see now Alpine have closed us a bit. Don't forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more content from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe, TTFN guys, ta-ta for now. Let's hope for better in Singapore.